Hello everyone. In today's class, we will discuss one practical question, which is based on hire purchase and lease financing. That is, in this question, we will try to find out which option is better while keeping few numerical value. Let's see the question first. Here, Mysore Manufacturing Limited needs to acquire the use of machine for its production process. That is the required machinery for production purpose. The machinery, if purchased, will cost 10 lakh rupees. If they purchase that machinery, means they have to pay 10 lakh rupees. They have to pay. Then hire purchase and leasing company offer two alternatives. That is the hire. They also have hire purchase or leasing option. Also they have. Let's if they select leasing, means they have to pay 20,000 at initial service as service fees. That is normally we don't have initial payment, but in this question they have given that the initial year they will pay 20,000 while signing up the contract. Under leasing, annually lease rent we have 4,32,000 as payable for first 3 years. That is for 3 years they have to pay 4,32,000 rupees. Then under hire purchase, what we have 2,50,000 will be payable on the signing. That is 2,50,000 they have to pay while signing the contract. 3 annual installment of 4 lakh rupees have to be paid by, they have to pay 4 lakh rupees annually, they have to pay. Once they will pay 3 lakh, this 4 lakh rupees for the first 3 years, the ownership of machinery will be automatically transferred. It is assumed that company will able to claim depreciation on straight line basis. It is very, very important, and with zero salvage. Okay, this remember this point also, that is well, it is very important. Okay, salvage very well calculating depreciation, we have to consider it. Okay, we will consider this salvage value, but in this question they have given 0. The company is in 35% tax bracket. The company is in 35 tax bracket they have, and discount rate is 20%. Discount rate is also very important too, because while calculating PV factor, this is very, very important. Let's see. First, we will consider lease. Then we will move further to hire purchase. Coming to lease option, computation of present value of net cash outflow after tax. That is no cost. And the format is here. By keeping this table, under this table, we will solve. First, what we have to consider first, that is initial year. Under initial year, how much they have paid? Initial service charges they have paid. No, we only have to consider what cash outflow we have to consider. So company is paying initial service fees when they are paying initial before signing. Okay, while signing they are paying. So put 0 under year column. Then amount, how much they are paying? They are paying 20,000 rupees. Then PV factor for 0 year 1. Then total present value is how much? 20,000. It is clear now. Then moving further to next one. That is next cash outflow under lease. What we have? Fees we have. Then what we have? Annually 4,32,000 they are paying. That is annually lease renter. Okay, annually lease renter will be 4,03,000. That is for first 3 years they are paying. So first 2 3. Okay, 1 to 3 years they are paying this rate. At how much amount they are paying? 4,32,000 rupees they are paying. Now PV factor for 1 2 3. Okay, for all 3 years, how much? Just add. That is 2.106. Okay, 2.106 will be our PV factor for first 3 years. Just add at 20. Okay, just consider PV factor at 20. You will get 2.106. Just multiply this 4,32,000 into present value factor. You will get around 9,792. This much value you will get. Now, apart from this, if you are paying fees, means you will get tax. Okay, tax deduction you will get. Tax saving you will get. It is less if you are, because you are saving tax. So less tax saving. On what we are saving tax? We are saving tax on, okay, 35% we are saving on what? on initial fees we are paying. Okay, initial fees. How much initial fees we have paid first, earlier only. Okay, 20,000 fees we have paid. No, just first add both, then minus what we have, tax saving we have. First for 20,000 also we have to consider, that is on initial fees. Okay, initial fees also we are saving tax. That is how we will calculate when they have made. That is first year we have to consider under this one. Then just 20,000 into 35%. How much? 7,000 we got. Okay, 7,000 value I got here. 7,000 value I got. Then for first year, how much discounting factor? That is 0.833. 0.833 will be discounting factor. I will just shade under red because this one is cash inflow. You are getting cash inflow, so you are minusing, you are deducting that one amount. If you just multiply, how much amount you will get? You will get 5,831. You will get 5,831 rupees you will get. Then another tax saving also there. Okay, initial fees is over. Input another tax saving is on lease rental plus tax saving on lease rental, that is at 35%. 35% you are saving tax on annual lease rental. You are saving tax. That is for how many years? That is 1 to, okay, 1 to 3 years you are saving. That is 4,32,000 into 35%. That is 1,51,200. The PV factor for this one we have already calculated. That is 2.106. If we multiply, how much answer we will got? How much amount we will got? That is 3,18,427. This much we have got. This much value we have got. Again, I will share because this one is cash inflow. It is not cash outflow. We are saving amount on this amount. I think you have this much problem is over. Then we have any other cash outflow on the list? No, we don't have. So directly put under here, just consider this will be our present value of, that is present value of cash outflow after tax. After tax. That is, just simplify how much answer you got. You will get 6,05,534 as answer. You will get this much answer. Okay, 6,05,534 as answer you will get. Now this is this much comes under leasing. Now moving further to next option what we have, that is on hire purchase we will consider and we will try to solve. What they have mentioned, let's see under hire purchase what they have mentioned. Under hire purchase they have mentioned 2,50,000 they will pay. That is down payment they will pay how much? 2,50,000. Annually how much they are paying? 4 lakh they are paying. But what about interest? Interest also they are paying, no? On hire purchase they are paying interest. Whether they have included, yes, they have included under annual. How you will calculate how much interest they are paying? Okay, if you are paying installment means you are this. If you are paying 3 annual installment, you are paying means in all 3 installment your interest is included. How to calculate? Let's see, purchase price is how much. If you purchase outside means it will incur how much? 10 lakh rupees it will incur. By keeping this information, we will calculate first. We will find out how much purchasing, hire purchase value is how much. First we will find out. Later on we will find out interest because we required interest we want. Then first coming to cash price. Cash price. If you pay cash for how much you will getting machine? For 10 lakh you are getting machine. That is given. Then down payment how much you are making? Down payment you are making 2,50,000 you are making. Okay, 2,50,000 will be your down payment. Correct? Yes. Then installment. How much installment you are paying? 3 installment you are paying. You are paying 3 installment of 4 lakh each. 4 lakh each you are paying 3 installments. That is how much? It will be 12 lakh rupees. You are paying 12 lakh rupees. Now, by taking this information, we have to find out how much interest company have charged to them? How much interest company have charged to them? Let's see. Coming to calculation of interest. Okay, before calculation of interest, another thing is also there, purchase price. Higher purchase price is how much? For calculating higher purchase price, formula is there, higher purchase equals, okay, for calculating higher purchase we have one formula, that is higher purchase equals down payment plus installment. Down payment plus installment. Just add, just simplify this one and you will get answer. Tell me how much you will get. Down payment is how much here? Because of that I have written here only given 2,50,000 rupees they are paying down payment. As down payment they are paying. Then installment, how much they are paying? Installment, they are paying 12 lakh rupees. Is it or not? Then how much higher purchase amount? Therefore higher purchase amount will be, okay, therefore higher purchase amount will be 14,50,000 rupees. By keeping this information, we have to calculate interest amount. For interest, how we have to find out interest means interest equals higher purchase amount, higher purchase, okay, higher purchase price less cash minus cash price. It's simple. Okay, equals higher purchase how much? 14,50,000 you are paying, okay, for all, including down payment plus installment, you are paying 14,50,000 less cash price, how much you are paying. If you purchase machinery outside means for how much you will get? You will get that same machinery at 10 lakh rupees. So interest will be, therefore interest equals 4,50,000. Is it clear till now? No doubts. Then moving further to interest table, how they will allocate this interest. Interest they have for 3 years. Let's see how they will. Coming to number 1, opening. Okay, opening higher purchase. How much we have? Opening or purchase at 0. Okay, before contract. Once you enter into contract, how much you have to pay? 4,50,000 you have to pay if you select higher purchase. If you select higher purchase, how much you have to pay? You have to pay 4,50,000. Then second, less down payment. Down payment, how much you are making? Down payment or installment, both I will write here only. For first year, only down payment will only appear for first year. That is 2,50,000 rupees they are making. As down payment they are paying 2,50,000 rupees. Down payment they are making how much? 2,50,000 rupees they are paying down payment. Now, then after this, third will be what we have? We have interest. Interest is also there. How to calculate interest? Whether interest will be there for first year? No, interest is not there for first year. So for next year, I will tell you how to allocate interest. Then next will be 4 point will be, we have principal amount. Okay, principal amount. Otherwise, cash amount, cash price, whichever you want you can consider. That is how much first year, how much you are paying? You are paying 2,50,000 rupees you are paying. Then next what we have, last will be our closing balance. We have closing balance will come at last. That is closing higher purchase price. Now, how much will be closing balance? You have 4,50,000 and down payment you have made, that is 2,50,000 you have made down payment, as down payment you have paid. That is cash price you have paid first year. Then balance will be just minus this one, will be, you will get 12 lakh. You will get 12 lakh. As amount you will get 12 lakh rupees. Then next, Moving to next, that is first year. Don't here opening balance. How much? Closing balance of previous year will become opening balance here. So 12 lakh rupees you have to pay. 12 lakh rupees you have to pay. Then down payment, how much? Down payment, no, you are making installment now. Installment of how much? 4 lakh rupees you are making. Then interest. How to calculate interest? For this one, because you are paying at normally, okay, because interest rate they are not provide, okay, we have calculated our interest. In that case, we have to use SOYD method, that is sum of digit, okay, sum of year digit what we have. So by consider, if we consider that one, we will arrive to, okay, we will arrive to, I will write here 3:2:1, 3:2:1 we will get. We have to allocate our depreciation interest on this ratio. If we allocate, how much value we will get now? We will get 2,25,000. If we minus how much principal amount we are paying, 1,75,000 we are paying. Then closing balance is how much? Higher purchase price, how much we have to pay still? That is 0.1 minus 2. That is another 8 lakh rupees we have to pay before entering second year. This closing balance will become opening balance of year 2. That is 8 lakh rupees. Then same, it is simple now. 4 lakh rupees we are paying. Then interest will be how much for next year, which is 1,50,000. Then next, which is principal amount. Principal how much we have? 2,50,000. 4 lakh minus 1,50,000 will be 2,50,000 we have. Then closing balance will be 4 lakh rupees. Then last year, that is opening balance, like what we have done till now, it is similar to that, 4 lakh rupees. Down payment also we are paying how much? 4 lakh rupees. Then interest, out of 4, how much interest? How much interest it is involved? It is involved for 75,000 interest is there. Then principal will be 3,25,000. That is, you don't have any balance. By keeping this information, we have to prepare. It is very simple. Just look, nothing serious. Okay, nothing complicated. Another method also we have while calculating interest. That is, instead of a higher purchase amount, you can consider purchase amount. That is 10 lakh rupees. If you consider like that, also we can solve. But few adjustments we have to do. Maybe if in future, if I solve another question, I will solve by taking that type of adjustment. Now moving further to, that is last, that is present value of no cost under higher purchase price. If we solve this one, means our problem is over. Now we are heading towards last point. First, that is, we have to calculate total cash outflow. We have to calculate, and then we have to deduct interest. Then we have to deduct taxes out of that one. First, principal amount I will write. Principal payment, we are making principal payment, no? On first year, how much we are making? Down payment 2,50,000 we have paid. First year, how much we have paid? We have paid principal amount. Just copy, just principal amount, just take, consider from here and put here 1,70,000. Then second year, how much? 2,50,000. 2,50,000. Then last year, 3,25,000. This is outflow. Then next outflow, what we have? Interest payment. Just consider interest payment here now. Interest payment now we have. Okay, now interest payment. That is, first year how much we have? We have nil or zero. On zero we have nil. Then first year how much we have? Just look here from interest table and put value 2,25,000. Then for next year, what we have? 1,50,000. For final year, we have 75,000 rupees. Then what we have to do now? We have cash flow. Now we have to deduct. This is our cash flow. Now we have to arrive to net cash flow. We require no net cash flow. We have to arrive. This is cash flow. We have two cash flow. For arriving at net, what we have to do after deducting tax? So let's say what we have to do, less out of this both we will deduct tax now. Less tax saving at how much percent? Just consider, just look once again question. Tax saving at 35% they have given in question, that is company is in 35% tax bracket. So they are saving 35% on what? Interest. On they are saving 35% on interest. So first put amount, first year no interest, so no tax saving. Second year, how much they are saving interest amount, how much they are saving? 78,750. They are saving 78,750. For next, how much they are saving? They are saving 52,500. Then for last year, how much they are saving? They are saving 26,250 rupees. They are saving. That is, this is all we have to deduct. This all value we have to deduct. Now, once we got this one, another tax saving we will make. Tell me on which item we have to save tax. If you got this answer, means you can on comment box you can put. Okay, on what amount we will save tax now? Next, on whether principal? No, we are saving tax on depreciation. On depreciation also we are saving tax. Depreciation, how to calculate depreciation? On a straight line basis they have mentioned. That is, the value of machine is how much? Value of machine is 10 lakh rupees. Is it correct? Value of machine is how much? Value of machine will be 10 lakh rupees. 10 lakh rupees value we have. 10 lakh divided by how many years life of machine? 3 years. How much value we will get? How much value we will get? Now before, another thing is also there. If they have mentioned salvage, what we will do? If they have mentioned salvage value, how we have to treat that is 10 lakh minus 0 I will put, because salvage value is 0, no? 10 lakh minus 0 divided by 3 into, okay, I will simplify here only, multiply with 35%. Multiply with 35% and you will get amount. And you will get amount. How much amount you are getting? You are getting 1,16,000. Okay, 1,16,667. For next year also it is same, 1,16,667. For last year will be 1,16,666 I will mention. Just add, you will get value based on that here we have to consider. Next, once we got this one, once we got this much value, what we have to do next? The value what we will get, that is meant to be cash outflow. Okay, cash outflow value we have got now. Net cash outflow value we have got. Okay, net cash outflow we have got value. Now we got, just add all the item. How much value you are getting on 0 here? How much we have before commencing agreement? We have 2,50,000. Then just simplify, add, then minus, you will arrive to 2 lakh. Okay, you will arrive to 2,04,583. You will arrive to 2,04,583 value you will get. Then for next year, how much value we will get? We will get 2,30,833. Then for last year, we will get 2,57,084 value we will get. Then last, what we have to do now? Tell me what we have to do next. Anyone knows what we are calculating now? We are calculating present value of net cash outflow after tax. No, we got everything. Now what we got? No, only factor is left is present value. At what price we have to take present value at 20%. That is present value factor will be 20%. For 0 year, how much? 1 will be their rate. For next, it is 0.833. For next year, that is for second year, how it is? 0.694. For last year, 0, that is 0.579. We have just multiply both now. Then you will get the answer, that is present value. Answer you will get, that is present value of cash outflow, that is present value of net cash outflow after tax. No got, that is 2,50,000. Okay, 2,50,000. Then next, if we multiply 1,70,000 for 18, then second year we will get 1,60,198. For last year we will get answer, that is 1,48,852. Just add all this one. Just add all this one and tell me how much answer you got. That is, if we add all this one, therefore, okay, if we add all present value, how much answer we will get? The simplification, I will tell you what item you have to add. You have to add all 4. You have to add all 4. That is, therefore, present value of net cash flow after tax of hire purchase under hire purchase is rupees. Add all 4, you will get 7,29,468 as answer. Now tell me which one is better. Which one is better? Under hire purchase we are getting 7,90,29, but under hire how much we are getting? Under hire purchase we are getting, it is 6,05,000. It is more than 1,000 excess amount we are getting. So the conclusion is very, very simple. You know better. Conclusion is very, very simple, because since the present value of cash outflow under lease option is less, so it is suggested that company have to opt lease instead of hire purchase. Hope you have understood today's session.